94% mined, a price target of $1.22, a stock-to-flow ratio that just passed silver's, and we're not even talking about the exchange listing that's about to flip this thing into overdrive. I'm Goldrush, and if you're not watching Kaspa right now, you're literally leaving life-changing money on the table. Stick around. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Goldrush Crypto Daily. If you're new here, this is where we break down the crypto moves that actually matter. The news, the charts, the insider whispers that the mainstream media won't touch. We're diving into some absolutely wild developments happening with Kaspa right now, and honestly, I can't believe how few people are talking about this. Let's get into it. All right, let's start with this interesting post from Wolfie at Kaspa Hype Man. He's replying to HTX Global, one of the biggest exchanges in Asia, and he's talking about a 90-day partnership that's apparently already in full swing. Here's what caught my attention. There's a Telegram group with 25 people in the room asking and answering questions most days. This isn't some ghost partnership announcement that disappears after a press release. This is active, boots-on-the-ground collaboration happening right now. 25 people, daily Q&A sessions. That level of commitment doesn't happen unless something major is coming down the pipeline. And when you look at the screenshot attached to this post, showing the KASX HTX group from September 2025, you can see Chinese messages discussing potential listings. This is real. This is happening. HTX is one of the top exchanges globally, and they're not wasting resources on projects that don't have serious upside potential. Think about what this means. Increased liquidity, global exposure, institutional accessibility. When a major exchange lists you, retail traders flood in. I've seen similar moves drive prices up 20 to 50% short-term, and that's before any other catalysts hit. Now, Ivan Ivanov posted something that sent chills down my spine. He's saying that alpha has been leaking from the Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation about a KS listing on HTX, and HTX is apparently warming up the tires. Here's the thing, Ivan made an interesting comparison. He said that even though Tier 1 exchanges like Binance and Coinbase have been sleeping on Kaspa, which, by the way, is a massive oversight in my opinion, eventually they're going to be the ones needing Kaspa when it becomes the railway of the global economy. That's not hype talking. That's a realistic assessment of what happens when you build superior technology. Kaspa's DAG technology is faster, more scalable, and more decentralized than the legacy blockchains these exchanges are built around. When that becomes undeniable, the exchanges will chase it, not the other way around. The current market cap is sitting at around $1.5 billion. For context, that's still incredibly early. With Kaspa's technical advantages and now an imminent major exchange listing, we're looking at a situation where the price discovery could be dramatic. The fundamentals are stacking up and the catalysts are lining up. This one's huge. At midnight Eastern Time on December 4th, 2025, Kaspa's stock-to-flow ratio just surpassed that of silver. Let that sink in for a second. The Kaspa report posted an incredible breakdown of what this means. Stock-to-flow ratio measures how much of a commodity is already in circulation versus how much new supply is being created. It's a scarcity metric, and Kaspa just hit a milestone that took silver, an element that's been valued for thousands of years, centuries to achieve. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If Kaspa were valued at the same aggregate level as all the above-ground silver in the world, the price would be roughly $122 per KAS. We're currently nowhere near that valuation, which tells you something profound about the upside potential if the market starts treating Kaspa as the digital monetary commodity it's designed to be. The post makes an argument I genuinely believe. If Kaspa represents the most advanced form of money ever devised, and I'm not exaggerating here, then why should we assume its market cap could never exceed silver's? Bitcoin and Kaspa are the only monetary assets in history that provide perfectly measurable, independently verifiable stock-to-flow ratios. They solve the Byzantine generals' problem without needing a central authority. Gold and silver, they rely on trust-based systems that are vulnerable to manipulation. By the end of this decade, according to this analysis, Kaspa's stock-to-flow ratio will exceed both gold and Bitcoin. That's not financial advice, that's just what the math suggests if adoption continues on its trajectory. Bunzi just dropped a breaking announcement that I haven't seen get nearly enough attention. 94% of Kaspa's total supply has already been mined. That's 28.7 billion KAS out of a fixed 28.7 billion total. And get this, in the next 12 hours from that post, the block reward is dropping from 3.89 KAS down to 3.67 KAS. That's a 5.6% reduction in new supply hitting the market. This is Kaspa's smooth halving model in action. Unlike Bitcoin, which has dramatic halving events every 4 years, Kaspa gradually reduces supply issuance every month. The effect is the same though, decreasing inflation while network hash rate climbs. At the time of that post, the network was hitting 619.38 petahashes per second. Think about the dynamics. You have supply contracting, a major exchange listing on the horizon, increasing adoption and price discovery that's only just beginning. This is the exact setup you want to see in an early-stage asset before institutional money starts paying attention. iStan dropped some serious knowledge about why Kaspa's node infrastructure matters so much, and honestly, this is something that really separates real money from those overhyped projects out there. Over 1,000 public nodes. That's not just a flex. That's the backbone of genuine decentralization. Most chains brag about their technology, but Kaspa actually delivers the infrastructure to back it up. Here's why this matters. More nodes means a harder network to attack. It means decentralization spread across the entire globe. No single point of failure, no government, no company can shut it down. Nodes validate transactions and blocks independently. They boost network performance by improving connectivity and transaction propagation, and they protect the entire ecosystem long-term because nobody can fake the network state. As adoption rises and more institutional players start eyeing Kaspa, this node infrastructure becomes the confidence mechanism. You're not relying on some exchange's infrastructure or a trusted third party. You're running the ledger yourself. That's the promise of cryptocurrency finally being delivered. The post nails it. Nodes aren't just nice to have. They are decentralization. They are security. They're why Kaspa can scale without breaking. And they're arriving at exactly the right moment, right before serious institutional attention hits. Axel from the Kaspa Revolution caught something subtle in HTX's official December 2025 promo image. There's a hidden KS embedded in the design. This is the kind of signal that gets me excited because it's not an accident. Marketing teams don't hide ticker symbols in promotional materials by mistake. HTX is leaving breadcrumbs. They're hinting. And when you connect this to everything else, the 90-day partnership, the alpha leaks, the confirmed collaboration, it's clear that something massive is about to be announced or is already being rolled out quietly. All right, here's what we're looking at. Kaspa is hitting a stock-to-flow ratio milestone that Silver took centuries to reach. Supply is contracting while network hash rate is climbing. A top-tier exchange partnership is actively operational with daily collaboration happening behind the scenes. The node infrastructure is decentralized and robust. And we're still early, insanely early, in terms of institutional adoption and mainstream awareness. This is the kind of moment where early movers get rewarded. Not financial advice, but the mathematics, the fundamentals, and the catalysts are all pointing in the same direction. If you found this breakdown valuable, smash that like button. It takes just a couple of seconds, and it really helps us keep bringing you this level of analysis every single day. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because we're breaking down these moves in real time as they happen. And hey, share this video with anyone in your network who needs to understand what's actually happening in crypto right now. And hey, if you want deeper breakdowns on specific projects and technical setups, just check out our other videos on the channel. We go way further into the weeds on some of these opportunities. Remember, this is not financial advice. You should always do your own research, manage your risk, and only invest what you can afford to lose. But if you're serious about understanding where the real opportunities are in crypto, bookmark this channel and come back regularly. Stay sharp, stay early. I'm Goldrush, and I'll catch you on the next one.